Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So, today, 24,030, and of course, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and you know what, I know it, make sure you ring that bell. So, here we are. The wolf has been swept. Of course, he's been swept. There's no way he wouldn't be swept. And next up is Portal. Portal has also been swept. And then we go to Total War. And you know it, I know it, everybody knows that I didn't finish Total War, which is fine. Because at the very least we can work on the Poison Cave. That's basically the reason. And yes, there we go. Yeah, let's go through the Poison Cave. Oops. I'm acting like I'm sweeping it. I'm fighting. We're fighting today. I probably don't even need to bring Sophia. I don't think they've ever made it to the castle. Maybe they'll make it to, oh. Uh-oh. They made it to the castle. Alright, well, he died. We were able to do it without Sophia. Hooray! I don't know why that all of a sudden started working again. This hasn't worked for like the longest time. Alright, that's fine. Well, Sophia, now you get to sweep instead. And of course, we'll just sweep through this. You know what? Everybody's gonna get to take a trip today. There we go, 0-0. Okay. Archer store has been purchased. Astrology. And we are astrologizing. And finally, it's time to purchase some heroes. So all of that said, though, how are you doing today? I do hope everything is going well for you. Obviously, everything is great here. We're still working on Marian, so I rewatched the last one I did of Ice Mine 6, and I realized I have a problem. And the problem is I just didn't even do enough DPS to kill one of the horsemen. So Marian's gonna need to get more damage sooner. So it's gonna be a bit of a struggle to get through that, which is, it kind of is what it is. Wow, we didn't get anybody today. But what we can do is continue to work on her artifacts. So we can go ahead and we can work on... Did I awaken the ring? Oh, I also checked. And so... If I was sweeping... why can't I think of it? If I was sweeping 10-10, thank you. I don't know why I just blanked. Like, what stage do I sweep currently? It's +1 at that stage. But if I was sweeping 10-10, I would get about 9% more each day. So that means basically it's an extra sweep, which means every 11 days it would be like I did 12 days. Good for kind of a rough estimate. We can kind of say I get an extra, let's do it on 2 weeks. That's a great question. How much would I get every 2 weeks? So it is significant, but it's not, I don't know, it's one of those things. I would get one extra one extra day and a quarter. So every 2 weeks would be equivalent to 15 and a quarter days. So certainly would be nice to have, even though it wouldn't be perfectly that because it would have to we'd have a lot of things to see. But we're gonna work on the ring now. So it'd be close to that, but not entirely that. It's complicated. Like most things are in life, it's complicated. And the big reason it's complicated is because of awakening materials. Obviously, when I'm sweeping that, I'd be getting 1-star, rare, and uncommon. And then it would be very difficult to take the rare 1-star and uncommon. I mean, it'd be impossible to awaken the ring and the orb with that, so then I would have to be like, okay, defense. Then I'd have to be okay, like, I can't do this. That's not what I mean. Give me a moment. But the big thing would be I'd have to switch back to 9-10 sometimes. That's what I'm trying to say. I wouldn't be able to exclusively sweep 10-10. And again, I won't hide the fact that part of my focus is still working on King's Ruin. King's Ruin is defense. Is just the big pain in the ass I have to do every day. And so that's a big, that's more of a focus, and I don't mean pain in the ass in like a bad way, like I hate doing it, but it still is inconvenient at my level of damage on Marian, so it's kind of more important to me to get my damage up for King's Ruin right now over that. And I mean, you can second guess my strategy, people do all the time. But to me, it's more important to just keep playing the game. And if this strategy helps me keep playing the game, then I will eventually succeed. So 110.69 million and 271,185, and of course the ring is finally over 2,500. Obviously there's other things I could do too. I could do an auto clicker on the battle. I just don't want to do that. It's something that was mentioned to me because they're like, oh well, you could just do. I'll show you. And I'm not desperate enough to do that, I guess. We can just do this. Like, I could do this manually, right? Click here, click there, click here, click there. I need to actually let Marian go fight the monsters now, because that's not helping. And I could do that and just kill everything around the castle. I could do it manually, but that's really boring. The whole reason I play this game is because it has an auto-battler. I don't really want to do that. So, I mean, there is that. That is one way to get around it. I'm not ready to say we need to do that. I think we can just get by if we just keep working on Marian's artifacts. I think that'll be fine. It's just going to take longer. And I will say, I have kind of resigned to the fact that this is what's going to happen. Once we clear 11-10 for all of them, and we will be clearing all of them at 11-10, we are going to catch up the Flame Fortress and the Poison Cave. Depending on what Marian's artifacts are, I'm hoping we get it done by 3,000. Could be higher. It's either going to be 3,000, 3,500 maybe, or I really hope it doesn't go to like 4,000. But one of those numbers. We'll round it up to a nice number. And we might just take it to the next 100. So if I clear everything at like 2950, we'll just round it up to 3000, and anything after that I'll just dismantle in preparation, because then we'll be working on Vincent. I might take it a little bit higher than that. I don't know. It's also going to depend on how King's Ruin feels. If we are, we should be, by that point, we should be one-shotting King's Ruin, which is why I'm putting 3000 as the target. So by that point, we should be one-shotting King's Ruin. And then it's going to be basically the long road to work on Vincent. That's kind of what I'm predicting, because basically at that point, you can see Marian's artifacts. Right now they have almost 1.5 million defense. You can see that over here. By 3000, I'm assuming they'll have like 1.8 million defense, and that's technically enough for us. Should be enough for us to tank all the way through 1210. So then the only limiter is just how long do I want Vincent to have to chop through everything? So it takes 12 hours to clear 1210, like we talked about. I'll have to do the math on that one. With 1,500 rank 1 artifacts and 100 and something, 105 million attack, and 470,000 crit damage. There's no way I'm going to do a 12-hour battle in any reality. So we would be looking to likely get Vincent's artifacts up to a minimum of probably 2,500 before I would even consider really trying to hit 12-1. So that's kind of going to be the plan going forward. I'll have to actually math it out. If that took 12 hours, how long would it take for, get the different breakpoints? Because that at least gives us an idea of how to do it. And so we'll just have to go from there. Now, of course, I will get crit damage and flat attack on the artifacts, so that should just help. But in the end, we'll see. But that said, it is time to level up that castle. I do think we can muscle through. I think it'll take a little bit longer. It's not a big deal. 20.467. Not even close. 20.477. I was off by a lot. Or at least halfway to 21 million. But one of the things, though, is that I am going to make Vincent's artifacts, too. I'm going to make them both the same. And there's a reason for that. Well, number one is... Where is it? Wait, is it going to be? No, it's going to be... I have to look. Yeah, this is the common one. Yeah, so they're going to be both 2-star rare for Vincent. And the reason being is because I'm going to have to sweep 1210 to get them. And 1210, the 2-star is... On the rare side, we did have issues with that on Marian, where I didn't have enough from time to time. It was a struggle. But the nice thing is, then when I cleared 1210, it should be very easy to just pump up these artifacts, because obviously sweeping 1110, these are the common drop. So I'm not going to go higher than that. I don't want to frustrate myself. You could stagger it and try to do a 3-star and a 2-star, but the reality is 3-star would be way too rare. I would just never get it for the amount of levels we need to actually bring it up, so it's not really worth trying to chase that. And I'd rather go 2-star, 2-star than 2-star, 1-star. And we'll just have to see how it goes. Now, if it gets really bad, I don't know what we'll do. But again, it wasn't too bad for Marian. And it's only going to become bad in streaks. So I think we'll be okay doing 2 2-stars. We'll have to see. I just like having 2 of the same 2, because then you just keep them at the same level and it makes it easier. But that's a long ways away. So, that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.